for the serious gamer.
Uh-oh, it's another camp video. Time for the trolls to come out. I'm Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. I should have actually included all of these in the hated series because, well, not everybody, a good large percentage of people hate camping. Now, you got to understand when you're watching this, and if this is your first camp NGT, I'm not showing people how to sit in a corner and that's it. I'm showing people how to take a particular section, location of a map, and hold it down. And to do so, yes, claymores. Claymores in Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4, bouncing betties in World at War. I don't know what they have in Halo because I don't have enough experience, but I know in Killzone 2 you have proximity mines. Which work. That was like my combined which work very well, just as well as claymores or bouncing betties. However, in this area here, I like actually holding down one end of the buildings. You always got campers, and you can always rely on running gunners to get pissed off and keep coming after you. So in this area here, this is actually the easiest area to defend, especially this section of the building, because there's only one way in, which is that doorway right there. It gives you an ideal spot to kill people coming in from the lower section, protect, and you can actually shoot straight down the line to the other end. The funny thing is in this particular game, even though you may hate me for camping, showing you how to actually camp in this area here is probably effective for snipers. Because you know what? In Call of Duty 4, in this particular map, no one has the right to complain about me showing camping because every single goddamn sniper, all they do is camp in here. So, and I'm showing you how to actually do it, how to hold it down effectively. Because even though there's snipers in there, and I'm not complaining, for those of you who think that I'm complaining, I'm not. I'm telling you that you don't have a right to complain as a sniper if you play this game, because that's what you do in this. I mean, in Block, it's I don't know, this is like the biggest camping particular map in the entire game. You know, snipers typically in this location here camp hard because it's hard to get a sight line in Block if you don't camp, if you're not staying sort of situated. There's a lot of indoors, there's a lot of cross fires, but you have to stay still to get those shots off because you only get really tiny glimpses of enemy players when they're moving through the other buildings. So it's important when you're doing that to stay down there. Now I'm just, you know, obviously popping down here and moving around, but this is the location that I'm holding. And as a, oh, do I get him? Yeah. So, crap ass. So for this particular map in Block, knowing how to camp is actually very effective, especially if you're a sniper. Because you have to camp in this, and if you don't know how to camp properly, which is basically setting up defense and knowing where to locate yourself so that you don't end up getting killed. That's what my camping series is about. It's not about sitting in a corner. Hey, this is a really good spot for, you know, just sitting there and waiting for people to come by. I mean, I'm still actively involved. I'm still checking certain areas, certain sight lines to make sure that, you know, people aren't sneaking up on me. It's all about sealing off and minimizing access points to where you are. If I was a sniper, I'd be, you know, once I set up the claymores, I'd simply be looking out the windows and looking for people to kill. However, that's not the point. The point is I'm kind of actively defending this area. And if you're doing it on search and destroy, critical. I don't know how many times camping in this building has actually enabled me to clutch a situation when my entire crappy random team has actually died. And here, this is what I was talking to you before about. Oh crap, I missed him. What am I using, an AK? Sorry, not very good at using the AK. I hardly ever use it. Plus, who put the red dot on the AK? I mean, seriously. I don't use it a lot, but you don't put a red dot on an AK. You just put the silencer on it and that's it. You don't need a red dot on that weapon. So this is what I was talking to you about before in shooting straight down the line here, because that's the only access point. Although you don't want to stand up there. I was going to say, you don't want to stand up like I'm doing right there. And now, and this is what you would do as a sniper. You would simply go out here and you would, you know, hit people up. And once you got the claymores down, you don't have to really worry about it. You're in a safe location. You can usually, you know, ping off people from far away, across the way. You've got great sight lines on here, but this is what snipers... Sorry. Oh, there's a little bit of pop coming up there. Nice. I won't edit that out. At least I didn't burp it. It wasn't like a big belch. I just kind of held it in there. Nice, eh? Sweet. What a gentleman I am. So keep that in mind when you're watching this. Although, you notice I still did put it hated. I know that everyone hates it. When I put these videos out, I expect to be trolled. I expect for the narrow-minded fools out there to say, ah, this is garbage. There's always one in there that's saying, I can't believe you're showing people how to camp. I'm unsubbing. Well, I can't believe that you're so narrow-minded. Please do unsub. You know, I show a little bit of everything for everyone. I'm not trying to ruin the game. I'm not saying, here's a great spam spot for using noob tubes and just basically annoying the crap out of the enemy. Knowing how to do these things, knowing how to hold down certain areas is a vital skill, and it's not always a vital skill in deathmatch. The only reason why I'm doing it and showing you in deathmatch for all the camp ones is because there's more action. You're going to see more people coming in, and I can actively show you how to defend the area. But the true application of these camping videos, as you all know, any of you guys that are fans of NGT, you know that Spiderbite and myself predominantly play Search and Destroy. And in Search and Destroy, knowing how to camp an area, knowing how to defend an area, set up defenses, is critical. It's critical, and it will get you a lot of wins. Now, this is just a cheesy move. I'm not going to lie about that. This is hardcore camping here. I think I'm running out of... I've got no claymores left, so this is like a last resort. But you know what? I'll tell you right now, even though I know this is horrible looking, this spot has actually won me games in Search and Destroy. Especially when it's... I'm talking a clutch situation, though. I'm not talking about like when my whole team's there. If I'm with a team, then obviously that's a really stupid location. You want to actively try and get in there. But if it's you, if it's a 1v5 situation, you can be absolutely 100% guaranteed that they are going to hunt you. Regardless as to whether or not they think you're the most elite player in the world, they are not. 5 players on the other team are not going to sit back and wait for you to go and plant the bomb. They're going to be hunting you down. They're going to unleash the dogs and go hunting like crazy. So here you go, 15 kill streak. Again, don't always do this sort of stuff here. I know I'm not trying to sort of comfort the trolls at all. I could care less about the trolls, but don't do this all the time because, I mean, number one, it doesn't always work. Number two, it's only meant to show you how to defend it and use it in situations such as Search and Destroy or even Headquarters. Headquarters, it works very, very well. But there are always locations. I use this as a safe haven for Search and Destroy. And so if I'm playing Search and Destroy and I've got at least one Claymore, this is where I'm going to hold off. If I'm in a 1v5, 1v4, even a 1v3, chances are they're going to hunt you. And you need to find locations like this. You need to know how to actually defend against them and to hunker down to basically defend yourself and even the odds. I'm not talking about killing the whole team there. If you're on offense on Search, you do not stay in one area. I absolutely hate it when I see players stay in that entire area rather than trying to go after the bomb and plant. You still have to try and complete your objectives, don't get me wrong, but camping in a location when it's a 1v4 or 1v5 situation basically allows you to sort of even the playing field. It allows you to at least put a little more power, take a little power away from the enemy so that they don't, you know, easily overwhelm you. There's going to be at least, if you're in a 1v5, chances are there's going to be 1 or 2 people, at least one person at each bomb site. I was going to say campsite. I'm on a camping mode here. Bomb site, which means usually there's going to be a few running gunners that are frothing at the mouth and they're going to come after you. Kill those sons of bitches first, then at least you only have a 1v2, 1v3 out of a 1v5. And it just helps you increase the odds of actually completing your task. But you must complete your task. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see you sitting in some search game in a 1v5 and sitting there the entire time when the time's crunching down and you're not going to have enough time to actually plant the bomb, because that's bullcrap. Alright? but it is a vital skill. Anyway, I'm Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. Trolls, have at her.